If you're wondering why everything in Labyrinth of the Demon King looks so gloomy and that name and aesthetic haven't clued you into some of what happens here, you are in Ashigaru, effectively a soldier in feudal Japan whose lord has been slaughtered, leaving you adrift. The Demon King, being the entity responsible, is your answer, as slaying him may finally finish off whatever story there is to tell about your life. You have to make your way to him, dungeon crawling through winding passages, picking up puzzle pieces, and smashing your head off the wall until you find something new. Linking a first-person dungeon crawler to the likes of an old-school Resident Evil or Silent Hill, everything is murky and hard and esoteric, but also in a way that feels very committed. Combat is a pretty great expression of this feeling. It's largely melee focused, though you can get ranged weapons which have to be filled with ammunition, which is not automatically replenished. The fact that using your sword is effectively free and you never know when you're next going to find a bullet, I found myself almost never using ranged weapons. Swinging your sword requires stamina, but so too does kicking and blocking attacks. Running doesn't use stamina, but stops you from regaining it, so combat is often a process of taking just enough swings to leave stamina and physical space to avoid taking too much in return. Healing items are relatively sparse, and the only replenishing healing item is a matcha set, which requires an entire ritual and travel. It's quite an alienating feeling to know that just getting back to replenish your health items might actually end up costing you most of your health items in the process. Labyrinth of the Demon King is incredibly fond of this knife in the gut catch-22. Do you sprint from the unkillable demon that has been slowly chasing you around these corridors but risk running into even more enemies, or do you fight them just enough to slow them down and get a cleaner break? Do you leave the area, forcing a respawn on the creature and therefore getting a little more time, but at the risk of respawning the other enemies you've already killed? Do you run the unkillable creature into another group of enemies and hope they clip each other instead of you and start fighting amongst themselves? There's usually a better strat, but no option quite feels good.